This is Desert Fox from the Axioms forums, um, and I wanted to explain something that might change the balance in the world. Now, Axis now is global, as we all know, is imbalanced toward the axis, and I think a good way of balancing the game out more in favor of the Allies is to have Germany go first, then Russia, then Japan, and here's the kicker: all of the Allies go at the same time, and then Italy. That way, Germany, Japan, and Italy start out with huge amounts of units, huge IPC swing, but they each can only attack individually. Whereas the Allies, they have the money on their hand and they have coordination, but they just don't have the troops on the ground yet. And so I think that would make the game a lot more balanced than it currently is. And so we'll see you later.
Okay, I'm going to just give an assessment of the situation. Pretty typical German strategy. Took out the English Navy thoroughly. And then I actually did something a little unusual. I pushed in the East Poland and hoped to hold that to make that into a bomber base and devastate the Russians. The Russians have drawn back, but they're pretty strong and beefy, really. But there is a good amount of German troops in, was it Slovenia? Is that Slovenia? Yeah,
Slovenia.
Slovakia. And they are ready to push into East Poland, and then, of course, Western Ukraine, Bryansk, and Moscow. So we'll see how that goes. We've got 4 bombers that are going to cover Moscow in darkness. But Japan, I did a J1, put out the aircraft carriers out next to Hawaii. I can't remember where that is. And then down here, I took Philippines, assembled my forces. I'm about to take the Money Islands. And then I think I'm going to stay on the seaward side and attack Australia. Pushed in here, I am going for Moscow on this side as well. Strong, heavy force in Anhui, and that is going to try to make its way to Novosibirsk. Eventually, I'll be pushing over here into Amur. But in the meantime, this new system of allies all going together, look at that beef down there. That is some intense stuff. I've not lost one Japanese soldier yet. Turn 1, I believe, and I did in the Philippines, but not on the mainland. But we have a substantial force of Great Britain. I can always swing those Manila Bay transports around to India, so maybe that'll happen, but probably not. Probably I'm just going to try to keep a shield down there in Yunnan and French Indochina, and then push into do a Moscow crush. Down here on the Horn, it is beefed up again. It's following pretty much my modified Middle-earth rules. And he's looking good there. Weak in Egypt, but with such a take-back force on the Horn and in Persia, pretty useless of me to try and take Egypt. Now, he's got 2 fighters here you can't quite see, but in Somaliland. So he would have a retake force of 4, plus the mech, plus 3 airplanes. I'm pretty sure my 4 guys that are left could not stand up to it. So I've pulled everything up, and I'm giving Italy, South France, and Normandy, and then also Yugoslavia, Bulgaria, and Greece. So even without Africa, Italy will be up to like 19, and then hopefully it'll gain some Russian territories. But look at this multinational force. What a substantial difference. Everyone acted together, and that's the beast that is already right there. That's pretty strong.
Turn one, I might add.
Turn one. He brought the French troops out of London. Again, just that coordination, the difference that coordination makes. That's pretty substantial. And he drew everything out of the Pacific down there, and 89, and then he built destroyers, so some bombers as well. So pretty strong, beefy Allied activity, and obviously he is quickly going to win the battle for the Atlantic, and then Germany's going to have to think about Fortress Europe. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes, and we'll let you know. But I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to post this, but we will see. This is an interesting experiment. I've always wanted to do I love multinational force in War Room, and we've been dying to do it in Axis and Allies Global 1940. All right, Crockett36 out.